welcome back to my channel. So it is cold and flu season. It's getting colder outside. It's becoming the winter months. Although it doesn't get really cold in Arizona, I still know that I'm prone to getting sick. Alex is prone to getting sick, and basically everyone around us is too. So no matter what state you're in, I'm sure it is becoming cold and flu season. So I really wanted to make this video because I genuinely feel like I have cracked the code for how to avoid getting sick. There's probably been 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years where I could feel something coming to the point where I'm like, I'm getting sick. Like you can feel it. You feel tired, you feel achy, you might feel like stuffy nose, headache, whatever. And I've had those symptoms. And in the past, whenever I've had those symptoms, it's always turned into sickness. Even if I did all these things to try to prevent it, it just seemed like once I started feeling symptoms, it was too late. And there was no turning back basically. However, everything that I'm gonna share with you guys in this video is things that I have discovered that I have done the last 3 or 4 times I felt something coming on, and it worked 100% of the time. So this just happened a couple days ago, which is what motivated me to make this video, because I wanna say 2 days ago, I really felt achy and tired and just kind of like the flu was coming, you know, like I just felt like I really wanted to take a nap when I got plenty of sleep. And yeah, I felt achy, I had a headache, and I just felt sick. And so the key with everything I'm gonna share in this video is to take action as soon as you feel symptoms coming. So if you let it go by a whole day or 2 days until you start implementing these tips, they will still work to hopefully reduce your symptoms or reduce the length of how long you're sick. But if you can really do these as soon as you feel any symptoms at all, that's gonna be your best bet in essentially stopping it in its tracks and making sure that it doesn't get worse and actually make you sick. So like I said, this has worked for me several times, and so I thought that it was worth sharing, especially due to the season. I also want to point out that although getting sick is common during these seasons because it's colder, because the holidays are here, there's more stress, you're getting less sleep, and all of those things, there's actually other contributing factors to why we're getting sick at this time. A couple of those things involve overly consuming alcohol. So during the holidays, most people consume a lot more alcohol than normal. Alcohol destroys your immune system. Therefore, if other people around you are sick, you are more prone to get sick because your immune system is not as strong at fighting off those viruses and stuff like that. So alcohol is a huge contributing factor to why you're getting sick around the holiday season. Obviously, you're in big crowds, you're hugging people, again, you're not getting as much sleep, and you're also not eating as much nutrient-dense foods. We're eating tons of sugar, tons of sweets, and a lot of treat meals that really aren't benefiting our body, and there's nothing wrong with eating treat meals. I'm gonna eat my fair of dessert this holiday season. However, I will still make sure to eat and drink my greens and be drinking tons and tons of water, and still on a daily basis getting in a lot of foods that do benefit me and are going to basically, I don't want to say counteract the bad foods, but it does help when you're not eating 100% badly for a week or 2 weeks or for the entire holiday season. So with that being said, I want to jump into the first thing I've discovered that is basically like magic in my opinion. Okay, so the first thing, we always have this in our house. Alex and I use it, we swear by it, and like I said, it has saved me from getting sick. Not only a couple days ago did I use this, but last year Alex was the most sick that I've probably ever seen anybody. It was terrible. He was on the couch for days with the flu, could barely lift his head, and my parents happened to be staying with us at that time. They both got the exact same sickness that Alex got. I knew tons of other people in our area that had that same sickness, and I did all of the things in this video, but I swear by this first thing that I'm gonna talk about, and I did not get sick, even with sleeping in the same bed as him. So the first thing that I wanna talk about is Colloidal silver. So this is what it looks like. There we go. So colloidal silver essentially is a natural antibiotic. That's how it works. That's what it works as. So this is a completely natural and holistic product. As many of you probably know, I try to steer away as often as possible from drugs, antibiotics, things like that, and try to take the natural route whenever possible. Of course, there's always a time and place for traditional medicine and stuff like that. I always find that doing the natural alternatives and routes typically work well for me, and in the end don't end up wreaking havoc on my gut. So I like going the natural route with things. So colloidal silver is a great option for anybody that feels any sickness coming on in your throat, ear infection. I actually currently am dealing with an ear infection, so it's kind of a funny time that I'm making this video. I have really weird ears. I've been prone to ear infections like most of my life, and just something that I've always dealt with. This is the thing that I swear by that helps my ear infections and then again, cold and flu symptoms. So this is the one that has like the dropper, and the only reason I have the dropper one is because I am dropping 1 or 2 drops twice a day in my ear to help my ear infection. But typically if I'm feeling a sore throat coming on or a cough or a stuffy nose, I will get the spray bottle of this. And they do have other brands, but you do want to kind of watch for potency and make sure that it's good quality and that there's not other additives. I don't really know if there is other additives in other silvers, but I just know that this is a really good brand. So if you are looking for one, I would just suggest going with this so that you know it's good and safe and effective. So if you feel like you have something coming on, what I do and what Alex does is you take the spray bottle. It sounds crazy, but you spray like 15 to 20 sprays directly in your throat, like all the way in your throat. And do this every couple hours throughout the entire day. For me, if I feel something coming on and I do that for the whole day, most of the time I will wake up the next day and I will feel 100% better. But if you still are feeling symptoms, or even if you're feeling like your symptoms are getting better, don't take advantage of that. Continue doing the silver because it's not gonna hurt you. I mean, you don't wanna overdo it, but if you're doing 15 to 20 sprays 2, 3, 4 times a day and you're spreading it out a couple hours in between, you're totally fine. And it's better to just be safe and continue doing it to make sure you really kill whatever is trying to attack your immune system. It's interesting because colloidal silver actually is pure liquid silver. So it's just crazy what things in the earth that were created can help us with. So I'm such a firm believer that things that are natural and different things that are derived from plants and just nature and earth, they really can truly help us and heal us, because everything else, drugs and antibiotics, those are man-made things that were made in a lab. And although they can work to eliminate symptoms, they aren't usually fixing the root of the problem. They're usually just, again, masking the symptoms or kind of covering them up, but we're not fixing from the root of the problem. And yeah, that's just kind of another reason as to why I really like holistic health and really trying to figure out the cause of your problems so that you can, fix it from the inside out and prevent it again from coming in the future as well. So the second thing that I want to talk about is actually something I discovered fairly recently, like within the last year. I think it was when Alex was really sick that I discovered it. I'm pretty sure my mom knew about it, and I heard about it from some other like holistic health bloggers. And so I did my own research, and then I went to my health food store, and I found that when I was at the health food store in the cold and flu section, every product, or at least almost every product that was in that section, contained the ingredient that I'm gonna share with you. And so the product that I just recently picked up, this is elderberry syrup. And wait, let's see if it will. So there we go, elderberry syrup. And like I said, when I was looking at the cold and flu section, it was crazy because almost all of the products, if it wasn't just straight elderberry syrup or lozenges or whatever, it had elderberry in it. So elderberry is one of the most antioxidant rich superfoods out there. And I know that that term is kind of thrown around a lot, superfoods, antioxidants, all of those things are really highly used. However, this truly is a super, super high antioxidant food. And of course, high antioxidants help you to really strengthen your immune system. So if you read this bottle, it says traditional immune formula. So again, this is gonna be most effective as soon as you feel symptoms coming on. So this one specifically that I have here says take 1 teaspoon every 2 hours as needed and not to exceed 5 servings in a day. So I have been taking this the last couple days, and even though I don't feel sick anymore like I did 2 days ago, for the next day or two, I'm still gonna continue doing this like 2 times a day just to make sure that it stays away and that the virus does not come back. And there are gonna be people around me again that are sick probably fairly soon if there aren't already. And so this is just gonna help basically prevent that from making me sick. So the next thing is immune boosting foods and drinks, and again, the word superfood, but if you really are consuming real true superfoods, those are going to help build your immune system and prevent you from getting sick. So although you guys might not have a juice bar near your house, maybe health food stores might carry some, but this is one that I get from my local juice bar, and this is called Turmeric Flush. So this has organic raw fresh turmeric root, organic ginger root, organic lemon, organic cayenne, and filtered water. So I got this yesterday. I drank half yesterday. I'm gonna drink the other half today. So this, the silver and the elderberry are something that I have been doing the last couple of days. So again, you might not be able to get this exact product obviously, but these ingredients are really, really good for fighting viruses, building the immune system, feeding your body some super good ingredients. Next is something that I kind of talked about in the beginning, which is just getting enough nutrient-dense foods. So filling your body with foods that are beneficial to you are going to only help, again, fight off those viruses and fight off bacteria. So even though it's holiday season and you want to enjoy yourself, that's totally fine. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, but I'm just going to make sure that I'm still filling my body with really, really good, healthy, whole foods so that I don't destroy my immune system, because a lot of times people do get sick just simply from filling their body with so much garbage for weeks on end. So making sure that between those cheat meals, you're still getting in your water, your superfoods, your fruits, your vegetables, your whole foods, and everything like that. So the next two things might be things that you've heard all of the time, but they really are truly important. And the first thing is to making sure that you're drinking enough water. So if you normally drink a good amount of water, try to double it if you feel like you're getting sick. I hydrate so much. I swear I go to the bathroom like every 20 minutes when I feel something coming on. But the more water you drink, the more you're gonna be able to flush out whatever is trying to get you literally, whatever is trying to come at you and attack your immune system. That is going to help so much. You are just flushing everything out, hydrating yourself like crazy, and it's only going to help to not only prevent sickness from coming, but hopefully to rid anything that's already on its way. And then the second thing is making sure you are getting 8 hours of sleep a night. And this might also be something that you've heard a lot, but it's truly so critical for not getting sick. And this is really gonna help you too for just preventing getting sick if you're around a bunch of other sick people. It really does your body well to get enough rest every single night. I would say 8 hours a night. If you typically only get 5 or 6, well then just up it an hour or whatever. Just increase the amount of sleep that you're getting. I mean, you don't need to exceed 8 or 9 hours, but that's gonna help you a lot. The last thing I wanna talk about is diffusing essential oils, as I'm doing right here. So this is something that probably alone isn't going to get rid of the cold or the flu, but it can definitely decrease your symptoms. If you already have the cold or flu, this is still a great thing that I feel it's just calming. You know, if you have a stuffy nose, it can help with that. But yeah, diffusing oils in the house definitely can fight off bacteria and just make you feel better and more calm. So that's something that I highly recommend. And a couple of the ones that are great for fighting bacteria are cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, tea tree oil, lemon, orange, thyme. They're gonna be great to diffuse if you feel something coming on or if you are already sick. So yeah, that is why I have this running right now, just to kind of keep myself healthy. Like I said, I'm doing so many different things, but this girl is not getting sick. Alex's family is coming in town tonight for Thanksgiving, and I am trying to be well and healthy, just like I'm sure you guys are. So with all that being said, I hope these tips were super helpful, and there might be videos out there like this, but I am telling you, if you actually take action on these tips that I shared in this video, right away, right when you feel symptoms, you truly can reverse sickness, get rid of sickness, shorten the period of time that you're sick, or at least make your symptoms more tolerable. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps support my channel so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.